In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like to close a $3,000 deal live at 21 years old, literally just being inside my college apartment. This is a live full sales call breakdown of me and the prospect that I was on the phone with. I did blur out the prospect just to be respectful, but you'll be able to take a lot from this. You'll see everything from discovery to the pitch to objection handling and to actually closing the deal. But I wanted to record this and put this up here for you guys so you can see a little bit more about what I do running this coaching business while in college. High ticket sales calls is a big factor of what I do day to day, week to week. So from this, you'll be able to learn a lot of what it actually looks like to take a high ticket sales call and close a $3,000 deal literally just over a Zoom call. So without further ado, I'm going to show the video and have you guys watch it. And if you enjoy, if you take any value from it all, please just leave a comment, like, subscribe, and yeah, just keep watching for more. Hey, what's up, Isaac? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you. You hear me? Good.
Yes, sir. Cool. Loading up your camera.
How
All
are
right,
you, Aiden? Nice to meet you.
cool. Nice to meet you too, bro. How's the weekend been so far for you?
It's good. We have a game right now, like at 4, because I play soccer here at my school.
Cool. Awesome. Where are you calling in from? Where are you located?
I'm studying here in New York, Cornell.
Oh, wow. That's a
Yeah,
big university, man. It's
yeah.
cool.
But
Awesome.
I'm originally like I live in Miami, South Florida.
Gotcha. Cool, man. Well, glad to have you on a call. I know you've been talking with Zane a little bit in the DMs, and I know I've been sending you some stuff over the
Yeah.
last couple of days for you to watch. But I know, you went over a few things with Zane and me, just through text, but we really like to do the calls, man, just so me and you can sit down face to face and really see, exactly where you're at, where you're trying to go with this, and see if there's room for us to be able to help you too. And if
Okay.
there is, we can talk more about our coaching and kind of what that would look like. If it's not a good fit for any reason, I could just point you in the right direction. Sound good?
Okay. Yeah, sounds good.
Awesome, man. So yeah, to start off, what even got you on this call with me today? What got you interested in all this?
I don't know. I've always finding ways to like make money in general. That's
Yeah.
just I like the aspect of just having money for myself a lot. And I've been trying to like find ideas, do some research. Like I've done like the trading and I did some a few years back, some shoe resale selling as
Okay.
well. But I wasn't like I was too young and I wasn't like too dedicated to it. So like, I stopped. And I have like my own like brand. Like I'm a keeper for like, in the team and I have my
Yeah.
own glove brand. So I sell those as well. But I wanted something more like stable and something that I know on a day to day I can like I know there's gonna be not necessarily a good outcome, but that I can keep going to it and stay motivated in doing it as well. And
Yeah.
then I just saw like scrolling through Instagram, I see Zane's thing like everywhere, like every day almost. And I was like just scrolling through his page and the videos. And I was like, oh, like let's see if I send a DM, they even respond because you guys were kind of big. So I was like, oh, if you probably won't respond, it's fine, like whatever. But I got the response back and then had these few messages here and there, and now here, like I'm interested. Like I saw the videos, the 2 videos of you, the second one, the 50-minute video,
Yeah.
and I like took notes as well. And I liked it. It's something I think I will be able to do. To
Yeah.
be
Yeah, for sure, man. So you said you kind of always had like that entrepreneurial side. You like you've always wanted to make money for
Yeah,
yourself and that type of
yeah.
thing. When did that really start for you?
I would say pretty young. Like maybe I started living by myself, for example, when I was 15 for
Wow.
soccer purposes,
Yeah.
and I'm right now 19, so I'm like basically still. And ever since being on my own, like I don't like the idea of like, oh, mom, dad, like I need this and I hate it with my whole passion. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Like I always like they've done already what they had to do. Now it's like my turn to like step it up and for myself a bit.
Yeah.
So it's
That's
been, I'll say since when I moved by myself at 15.
Is that kind of why you're really trying to take this a lot more seriously now? Something like reselling, just because like, maybe, soccer isn't something that you actually pursue. You kind of have, a business on the side too that you can pursue and kind of like these multiple streams of income coming in.
I don't think it's mostly about that. I just think over the years I've been very I've matured in the aspect in like that aspect. For
Yeah.
example, there that one thing doesn't always stick with you all the
Yep.
time. But also I think I've bettered a lot my time management. That's been also a big thing because throughout my youth I've been traveling a lot, and like when I was living by myself, it's like a pro academy. So I had to do school with the team. I didn't go to school those 2 years.
Hmm.
So it was traveling every 2 days, going on to like camps for like national team, for example.
Yeah.
Like I was barely even home, like for myself. So but I think now as I got older, especially now in college, I got the idea of like time management and really setting the priorities to one side and the extracurriculars on the others. Like,
Yeah.
so I'm like, I don't know how to say it, more, just more aware of what I really need to do for myself.
Yeah. And you feel like this is something that would really benefit you and just like
I think it'll help a lot, to be honest. It'll
yeah.
create a better discipline for sure
Yeah.
in everything.
Yeah, for sure. How long, I know you probably recently came across Zane and all that. How long have you been thinking like this? Like you just said like you kind of matured, like you want to start something like this. You think shoes is a great way to go. How long, over the last couple of months, maybe like have you been thinking like, okay, like I should take something more serious like this, like shoes or like, a business and thing like that.
I would say maybe this last month.
This
This
last
like
month.
yeah.
What do you think clicked in your head there? Or you're just like, you know what? Like I gotta do this.
Um, I don't know. I think it was more like I have a few friends that already have like their own.
Yeah. What do you think's held you back from like starting something like sneakers already on your own? It's been a month. You've kind of been had the thought in the back of your head, like, I have this time. I need to be putting it towards something beneficial. I mean, what do you think's held you back from taking action on sneakers like this, like on your own?
uh a reliable like source, a person that I can actually like ask questions. Like I don't think I had like I was telling my parents about this that I was gonna have the call with you.
Yeah.
I told them about me always wanting to like do something for myself, but it was always like me not finding that person or people to like actually get something started because I like I can like tell you what resetting sort of means, but I don't have the actual fundamentals or so like information on it. I will have to like need like some mentors or something, a coaching and like and I saw you guys are like fairly young as well.
Yeah.
So I can like it makes it a lot better. It makes it a lot easier. So it was just maybe no like reliable sources, no people that I can actually find and contact. And the internet was the best way. I literally instantly I was like I saw and boom,
Yeah.
trying to connect one and the other.
Yeah. So you've had that thought for like the last month, but it's just been like, well, where do I start? Who can I
Yeah.
get help from to really start with this?
Yeah.
Um, were we kind of like the first people you came across? Have you explored like, maybe even not for just reselling, but just for anything you're starting in general? Obviously, you do sports, you have coaches in that way. But for
Yeah.
reselling, for business at all, have you ever had like a mentor or anything in that aspect when it comes to something like this, or no?
No, it's mostly just me. I'm very to myself, to be honest. I'm very like independent in that way, but I've realized that it's good to get some help sometimes to get other things going. But yeah, I haven't really had that person to really like ask for help or something. And that's like for example, my parents, they're like business owners, but I don't even ask them
Hmm.
because I don't like to again, I don't the idea of all this is for me to stop relying on them. I don't want to like really
Yeah.
do things because of them.
Yeah, I mean, I hear you, bro. What's kind of like some goals that you have with this as far as starting the sneaker business, both monetary goals and also just what you're picturing in your head as, this business that you can start for yourself?
Um, monetary purposes,
Hmm.
I was telling Zane, I was telling him just like the very general, just to like start having being like more financial stress free. Like right now, realistically, I'm fine. Like, but I would like to start like, for example, I want to buy. I sold my car before I came to college, and I
Yeah,
just thinking of maybe buying a car or something, or the trips. If I go on a trip, I don't want to like tell my parents, oh, like oh, I'm going on a trip. They found it. I want to like fund my own things as well and stuff. So it's just more like for my own purchases and have also like on the account knowing that if I'm gonna pay something or if I go out to dinner, I don't have to like, damn, like I'm down $100 or like no, like I know that okay, if I can pay for this, it's because I have sufficient funds and stuff.
yeah, yeah,
And then when it comes to like future goals, I think I'm very I'm a big fan of like making connections. Like so I would like hopefully with this make a lot of new like relationships with others and hopefully it goes well to the point that maybe I even expand it more and make it even bigger, not just like a shoe theme, but maybe we can get into like merchandise, like clothing and stuff like that, or
yeah,
etc. It doesn't even have to be like clothes. Maybe I don't know. I'm taking a minor, for example, in real estate. Maybe it helps me become a better salesperson when I'm selling a property or anything. Like
yeah,
it's really it's just the foundations of this helps with business in general, the world of business.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
right now I'm studying like it's called it's in the business school of Cornell and I'm just learning about that, but I'm not acting upon these classes. I'm just studying it. To get experience, I gotta do something about it. And
yeah,
internships are like everyone stresses about internships here and there. Oh, I don't get accepted. School, you need this GPA. Realistically, like yeah, I'm a okay student. I don't think I'm a Cornell student to be honest, but I don't want to like depend. Oh, I need the internship because the money, and I'm stressing because I'm not doing good in school. No, I want to like study and then already make money for myself and be not be better than kids that are just going on these internships, but it's like there could be geniuses in the school but don't know how to communicate with someone to sell something.
yeah, yeah.
That's
So
just like
really, yeah,
the
yeah, for
main goal.
sure. You don't want to be that person that's, a complete bookworm, perfect everything,
Yeah.
but they go out into the real world, they can't make any money, they can't make any relationships within business, and they're
No.
lost. And they end up
Yeah.
at a job where they're making 50K a year,
Exactly.
Because that
No.
happens all the time, you
Yeah.
know? And I mean, I think the biggest thing, I think it's great that you're on this call and you have this ambition because so many people get caught in that trap of, I need to get a great grade on this test. I need to finish with this certain number GPA and all of that. And it's like, what is that actually doing for you?
Yeah.
What experience are you gaining from that? What connections are you making from that?
Exactly.
What's a goal? I'm a big goal setter. I like doing that because, you write something down, you speak on it, you put in the right action towards it, and you're going to hit that.
Yeah.
So what's, a number that you have in mind that you want to be able to profit, let's say per month when it comes to this, a couple months down the line, once you learn everything and start going through the process and all that.
I think the uh, like right now the initial goal would be anywhere from with the time that I have, anywhere from like to I would say 3 to 5 if I'm being realistic, but maybe hopefully 5 to 10. Let's say 5 to 10.
Yeah, 5 to 10K a month.
Because I also have like I'm almost covered for my schooling, but I do have some expenses and I would love like I've for the last I'm a third semester, so I'm a sophomore right now.
Yep.
I've paid for my the amount that I have to pay whatever per semester, but I would like to like when I pay, I'm like, damn, my pocket hurts. Like maybe I don't go out this weekend or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's like um just want to make sure that when I do that payment, it's like okay, like I can do it. Like it's fine. Like that
Yeah.
like doesn't worry me as much. But I'll
Yeah,
say, hopefully, if I put in the work and stuff, maybe 10, five
yeah,
to 10 a month. But if I'm maybe realistic with the time of being a student athlete, 3 to 5, I think will be fine as well. I don't think it'll be a
yeah,
good start, I guess. You
yeah,
start some, we don't start flying. We gotta start
yeah.
like,
How would that
just
feel for you to be able to make an extra 5K per month, like having your own business?
no, that'll be amazing. I actually feel like I have like a purpose, like an
Yeah,
actual purpose. It'll
yeah,
feel good to be honest. Really good.
yeah. Do you think also it like set you up for your future in a way as well, both financially and just, experience wise and
Experience.
knowledge wise, right?
Yeah, at the end of the day, like the money people make is based on experience and knowledge. Like all these millionaires out there is because they did the extra work night in, night out, researching, asking, connecting with others. When people are like the phrase of, oh, when you sleep, I work, like that's literally what they do.
Do you think it's important to like, especially you said you're 19 years old, like do you think it's important to like take risks with like, money, your time, like investing into yourself when it comes to like starting something like this, especially when you're young? Like, do you feel like that's an important thing for people to do?
I think it's the most important thing. Why? Like if you don't shoot your shot, like what's the point? You gotta try. It's at least the effort.
What do you think are the main things that, you are going to need help with, you are going to need guidance on, when it comes to Zane, myself, and, what we do with this program? You watch those videos, so you kind of
Yeah.
know a little bit of the concepts now of reselling and all that. What do you think are the biggest things that you're going to need help with in order to get you from where you're at now to going to that 5K, per month and turn this into an actual business?
Um, I think the biggest thing I would like if I like start something I will probably reach out to you guys the most is more on like finding the right people to really like sell and buy from.
Mhm.
And I know you guys mentioned like, oh, you guys have a list of the trending shoes and stores and stuff. But when it like in my head, I'm like, you find these lists, but how do I even reach to them? Like for
Yeah.
example, when let's say we get to the wholesale phase, like
Yep.
past the quick flip and all that,
Yeah.
we already went a year or two, whatever. How
Yeah.
do I even contact a bigger like group of people that they're gonna buy 100 shoes off me? Like how do I even approach? It's just basically the approach into reaching these customers.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
just my biggest thing. So like I think if when I start, I'll be like, oh, like I bought these and these shoes. Who's interested in these specific shoes?
Yeah.
Like that's like probably the biggest thing.
You're really ready to take this thing full steam ahead and start this thing up now, right? Really get
I
this thing
I, I think I'm good. Yeah.
awesome, bro. Well, I definitely think you'd be a great fit to work with us, man. I really do. You have all the qualities of really what you need. There's just, the few missing pieces with the reselling, kind of knowing what to do that I think we can really help you with. And I think, that 5K goal, I think that's definitely attainable in the next couple months. And like you said, that could do some really big things for you, especially kind of building your own thing. So I know you know a little bit about it already from the videos and stuff like that. But what I can do now is really break down exactly how our program works and what exactly Zane and myself would do for you, if that's cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. So to start off, I'll kind of break it into a couple parts and open up the floor for you to ask questions and everything like that. But starting off, bro, it's really just going to be walking you through the entire process. The first thing we're going to do is jump on another call and really just outline, how all of this is going to work because, you've seen the videos and stuff like that, but it's like, how do I go about the shoes? How do I, where do I go to buy them? Where do I go to sell them? What shoes should I specifically be buying? What should I be paying on these type of shoes? How much should I start out with? All that type of thing. So me and you are going to sit down along with Zane and really just break down, build out an entire roadmap for you, from the start to the finish. And really there is no finish. Like we want to keep
Yeah.
scaling up, but we'll put that initial goal of that, 3 to 5K and obviously work from there. So we're going to really break down for you, exactly what you should be buying, how to adapt to that market, how you can go from, okay, I'm going to go buy a couple of shoes to, okay, I can go buy 50 shoes, right? Showing you how to make those connections and everything like that, showing you what to buy, where to sell, how you're going to make your profit, how you're going to organize everything. The first thing is really just going to be doing kind of like that initial roadmap call and really breaking down everything for you. Now, the next one of the coolest things I think for you is going to be placing you actually in the community of our inner circle. Our inner circle is not a big group of people. We call it our inner circle for a reason. This is why we do these calls. I've been on these calls where it just doesn't seem like our interests align. It doesn't seem like a good fit. And I'm like, hey, like I respect everything, but I don't think we're going to be able to get you in.
Yeah.
When someone gets to this point of the call, I truly do believe that we can help them. I will do everything in my desire to make that happen. So we work with a small group of right around 50 people now, and you'd be placed into that community. We run that community on Discord, and you're going to introduce yourself and definitely have you make a lot of connections in there.
Yeah.
That's going to be one of the biggest things. You're going to be the person like Joe that you've seen. You're going to be right, be able to talk to people like him. Everyone has that like-minded mindset, and everyone's trying to grow their reselling business. Some people are just getting in like you and they're more on the beginner side of things. Some people are like Joe, where they're already making 10K per month with this.
Yeah.
Now, putting all those people in a room together, you can only imagine the amount of power that that's going to bring and the amount of connections that you're going to be able to make with that. So, kind of the first initial thing I wanted to go over was just really just kind of doing that roadmap for you, breaking down, allowing you to see the market, kind of how everything works, and putting you in that community with us and with the other members that we do have, so you guys can get the help from each other and really just network and start doing business together. So that's really the first thing I wanted to go over. So I'll kind of see if you have any questions on that, and then I'll kind of get deeper into as well more of the connection based side of things. And who to buy from, who to sell to. I can get a little bit deeper in that. But the first pillar I really wanted to go over this whole program was the fallback that you're going to have on Zane and myself and the community of powerful people that you're going to be a part of now. So I'll see if you have any questions for that. If not, I can kind of go on to the next thing.
No, I agree with all that. That's good. Like I feel like this for sure is something I can trust, and I'm like willing to do everything that's needed. But
100%, bro. So getting deeper into it, bro, is going to be, the connections that we're going to make outside of the members. Because obviously it's not just 50 people doing business with each other, because these 50 people, we're getting them, we're scaling them to the tops. They got to be doing business with outside people. So we kind of, over our 5 years of reselling, we've built up tons of connections with both buyers and sellers. So starting off with buyers, who you're going to be selling your shoes to, we've brought in over 400 bulk buyers and store owners that work with our members inside of Inner Circle. So you're going to have 400 people that are constantly buying shoes, ready to buy shoes from you. Now, on the buying side of things, there's a lot of opportunities that we're going to show you. We're going to show you multiple ways of sourcing, whether it come from retailers, whether it come from other resellers, and we're going to break down everything for you. Just like you have the resources of the buyers, you're going to have the resources of the sellers that we work with as well. You're going to be able to buy varieties of different shoes that you're going to be able to sell to these buyers. So like you mentioned, one of the biggest things that you're going to need help with is having those connections of who to buy from, who to sell to, and kind of how it all works. These connections that we're going to provide for you within the community is going to help you be able to do that. And it's going to make it so instead of right now where you're at, you don't really know exactly where you could buy right now. You're going to know exactly where you could buy, exactly where you could sell. And that time where you're, on your phone, you're like, what am I doing? You're going to be able to go and actually buy some shoes and make some money.
yeah,
You're going to wake up every single day and be able to control the amount of money that you're going to make. And you're going to have us right by your side along with the community doing coaching calls, doing, one-on-one calls, going through videos that we're going to have you watch, just like the one you watched. You like that video?
yeah,
Trust me, there's a lot more where that came from within the community. And we're going to, we're going to do all that for you, break down the fundamentals, put you in this community of like-minded people, have me and Zane to fall back on, and, just open up this whole business venture for you and really just give you the ability to scale to that 3 to 5K initial and really go beyond that. So I know I just yapped for a bit. So
no, depends. This is
I'll
good.
open up the floor to you. What questions do you have about anything that I went over or anything that you might be looking for that I might have missed or anything like that?
No, I think you got like all the points. That's literally you answered all my questions. Like you like we have the inner circle there. I think in connecting with everyone and hearing their part of the story and how they get from A to B and how they develop to grow different tiers. And each section is like it's key for me. I'm very big on growth, whether you go through the ups or downs. but
Yeah.
having that group of people and team to be on your side, helping you. Maybe one day I need a question and one of the other guys, not even you two,
Mhm.
I reach out, boom. Like that's what I like, the teamwork stuff.
Yeah. So I always ask people this too, kind of once I cover all your questions and make sure everything's clear to you. But if you had to rate this, let's say on a scale of 1 through 10, really, on how confident you are that me, Zane, and really everything we have to offer for you with this mentorship and with this program, that we can get you, to that 3 to 5K per month with this business and really build that thing up. What would you rate that for us, on a scale of 1 through 10, really on how confident you are that we can do this together and really get this thing going?
I would say like 8 or 9 because nothing is 10 out of 10. Nothing is 100%.
Good answer. For sure. So yeah, man, we'd get you in. Me and you would set up another one-on-one call, build that roadmap, get you introduced in the community, and go through everything. So before I kind of get into pricing and kind of how the investment works for our program and all that, do you have any more questions that I might have missed or anything that came up, while you were thinking?
No, nothing.
Awesome. So for us to be able to get you to that 3 to 5K per month with this and really build this thing up, go through all the fundamentals and get you to the point where you're doing those, 100 pair deals. It's going to be either two payments of 1,800 now and then 1,800 after a month, or just a one-time investment of 3K, and we get you in and we start working with you from here on out.
So it's 3K now or two payments of what, 1,800 you said?
Yep.
So
So we put that option out for people. You can do the two payments or you can just do the 3K now.
okay. And how much time do I have to give you this payment?
Ideally, I mean, if everything's clear and we want to get people in on the calls and get
Yeah.
them right away.
No, I'm all down for it. I'm just saying now because I have to leave in like 20 minutes to the game, so I don't know if I can like transfer that payment now, but I can do it by today if you want as
Yeah.
well.
What do you have like a bank account? Is that what it is? Where you just have like a credit card or something like that? Or how does that
Yeah,
work?
like I have online banking.
Yeah, so what we getting started, getting you in would really only take like a couple more minutes. Just send you over a link. You would just pay with your card. And then I would just get you in the Discord, get you in all that. And you could get in, you could go to your practice. So when you come back, you can get started with going through kind of like the first videos and all that.
Okay. Yeah. I think let's do the two payments.
Two payments. So
Yeah.
1,800 now.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. I'm gonna get you the link for that right now.